Hey you guys, it's Peter and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost! I need a new intro. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2018. The retro remix. Available only on vinyl through iTunes. Affiliate link below. Blinded by the light. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Blinded by the light. How many of you back in the day thought that said something about a douche? I did. I forever thought it was like, blinded by the light, washed up with a douche, and now I'm ready for the night. So anyway, should we get right into this video? I am full throttle today, and why is that? Because I have my venti cold brew, iced cold brew from Starbucks. Not sponsored, ever. Anyway, how are you guys doing today? I am so excited. You know why? Because it is 2018. And this is my first Gigi Gorgeous video of 2018. And no, it's not even because she's problematic. And I watched this video of hers, and I hadn't actually watched a couple of her videos, or her last couple videos, or whatever. If you guys have watched my videos in the, 2017, you know that I said that I thought Gigi was problematic and all this kind of stuff. But like, I watched this new video of hers, and I was kind of like, even though it was contrived, and it very much reminded me of her, Vogue 76 Questions video or whatever, this is a Tyler Henry psychic reading medium connected with her mother thing, okay? So anyway, I was like, this is kind of like the old Gigi. Like, I like this, right? This is safe, this isn't problematic, this isn't causing any problems. So I was like, okay, I kind of like this. And really, to be honest with you, and yes, I'm gonna totally diss the video, but it had nothing to do with Gigi. Gigi wasn't the reason why I dissed this video. It was all about that Tyler Henry. Now, before we get in this video, a few things you must know, okay, is that I did a serial killer story time yesterday, and just to prove to all those conspiracy theorists out there on YouTube that say, oh, my videos are demonetized because I talk about killers and conspiracy theories. My video got monetized after 5,000 views, so you can't get monetized on YouTube talking about bullshit like that. I just wanted to prove that to the world. So anyway, go check out my serial killer video yesterday. Yes, I anyway, you go watch it, it's interesting. And I actually got a really good reception on that video. I was kind of surprised. But people were asking me on there, they were like, will you talk about paranormal stuff and will you talk about psychics? Because if you've watched my videos for a long time, especially on my vlog, Peter Vlogs is listed below, my vlog every day, I talk a lot in there about my fascination with going to psychics and that I've gone to a lot of psychics. I actually just did a video on this channel not too long ago. If I remember, I'll link it below or at the end of the video about going to a psychic and a reading that I got about my mom and all this kind of stuff. And I have probably in my life been to 6 or 7 psychics, and only one reading have I ever had that I felt was absolutely authentic. And it was with the guy that charged the cheapest. And I actually asked him later, I said, I would love to throw a party and have you come. And he was like, no, I don't do that. I work here and this is where I do it. Or I give my readings away for free. And I was like, okay, see, this guy's the real deal. He's no Hollywood medium. So I did a little research into Tyler Henry before I wanted to talk about this video. And the first most interesting thing I found was that it is almost next to impossible to get a reading with Tyler Henry right now, other than on his TV show. I mean, you have to be like a massive, massive celebrity to get a reading with him. That's not the first thing, okay? Well, first of all, I should say, if you've watched my videos, you know that I, love psychics. I love Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, all right? Okay, I'm sorry that she's going through a divorce. I think that's real sad. I love Larry. I love Larry Jr. I love their daughter and all of it, okay? I loved Petey the dog. It broke my heart when he passed away. But seriously, Teresa, did you not see this coming? Okay, that's just what I'm saying, all right? What's his name? John Williams? Is that his name? Don Williams? I don't know what his name is. But anyway, that one, I loved him, okay? Monica the Medium, I think she's the real deal. Do not ruin it for me in the comment section below. I know y'all like to come there and say, well, I'm from Pennsylvania and the whole show is staged. I don't need to know about it, okay? Just like back in the day when I used to get my fountain pop and I would watch Montel Williams and she would have on there, what's her name? Oh God, I can't even remember. Sylvia Brown. Do you remember her with the long fingernails? Shock like this. Hey Montel, I see in your future you're gonna win the lottery. And she always, it sounded like she smoked 5 packs of Reds a day, right? I'll never forget the episode, and if you've watched my videos for a while, you know what I'm talking about. I will never forget the episode when the woman stood up in the audience and she goes, Sylvia, she's like, my husband died and I don't know what happened to him and we still haven't found him. And she goes, he's in water. And she goes, water? And she goes, yeah, he's in water. That's why you can't find him. And the woman goes, no, he was a firefighter in 9/11 and he died in the towers. And Sylvia didn't miss a beat. I mean, as disrespectful as all that, she didn't miss a beat. She goes, right, he died with the fire hoses probably. I mean, I don't know. So anyway, but I do love a good psychic, okay? So I was real excited about this story. Now I have to say, I used to have Tyler Henry up on the DVR, okay, on my TV, on my computer. I used to kind of like him, right? But after watching him for a while, if you've watched, can I get this hat straight? Okay. Now, you know, yesterday, all these people I talked about possibly that I was a psychic and people said that I was an empath. Go under the comment sections of my video from yesterday and all these people were like, I'm a psychic and you definitely are one. I'm starting my own psychic channel. Don't think I'm not, okay? Those psychic twins, watch out. I'm coming for your gig. So anyway, but if you've watched Tyler Henry enough, okay, a couple things you know is this. Number one, he never knows the person that he's about to read, right? I mean, it doesn't matter if it's the Kardashians or Boy George or I don't give a shit. He never knows. He always shows up and he's like, oh, hi. I mean, it could like seriously be the president of the United States and he'd be like, oh, hi, yeah, I have no clue who you are. It's such bullshit, right? It's so contrived. There's this whole thing about how he showed up at a party. I think this was actually maybe with Bella Thorne. And he showed up at a party and he like didn't know who she was and he just randomly went up to her and gave her a reading. It was on one of the episodes. It was so uncomfortable to watch because what it showed was, and hey, listen, I have my own social awkward issues, right? But I wouldn't show up at no Hollywood party by myself feeling just completely out of it. He showed up there and started giving readings to people, okay? That's why I like that Monica the medium, okay? She don't play. She is just blue collar. She'll show up, I don't care, at the side of a laundromat and be like, your grandma Susie called me and she said, you need to quit smoking cigarettes because you're going to die just like that Sylvia Brown. So anyway, I love that Monica the medium and I think she is the real deal all day long. So anyway, so if you watch that, number one, what you'll know is that Tyler Henry, okay, he doesn't know anybody. That's fact number one. Number two, she does this hocus pocus where she has a pad and he goes, scribbling circles makes the spirits talk to me. No, what it does, Tyler, okay, and I figured out your gig a long time ago is it prolongs the time and it makes people think that you're talking to spirits while you're coming up with bullshit in your head. We can all do that all day long just to add time to our videos so that at the end of it we can, you know, timestamp it and 10 minutes and 1 second, then we can add so many ads. That's going around right now. Did y'all see that? Shady, shady. Those big YouTubers, they got to have the coin. They're doing that, right? So anyway, what was I going to say? So anyway, I go in and I watch this video. Number one, okay, Gigi, now listen. I so am a fence rider with Gigi. One day I love her, the next day I don't. I'm kind of leaning to the I love Gigi at this point, right? I do love her. Don't do that 360 thing, okay? I cannot. I'm sitting there watching it on my phone, and people came, like, and the people that said they didn't like it, other people came to them and were like, why are you so ignorant that you can't watch it on your phone? I'm seriously watching this 360 thing, and I'm looking at the floor, right? And I go, finally, I got it, because it was in the title. She did the 360 thing where it's like, you have to watch it like this, so you're standing in the room with them. I don't need to be standing in a room with my YouTubers unless I'm, you know, paying $200 for Tana Mojo's tour and then getting a signed picture with her after a 15-minute story time. I don't need to be in the same room with them, okay? I just don't. So anyway, but like, it's so confusing to me. And let me tell you something, okay? The most popular girls in high school, they fucked up their gig. This whole season, they're doing on that 360, and I stopped watching it. It's too confusing. It's like this, and I'm standing there like on this, I don't like that depth of field bullshit anyway, so I just can't. So anyway, I started watching this video, then I watched it on my computer. I was like, well, I'll watch it on my computer, that's how you do it. So I watch it on my computer and I pause it and I'm like, I'm gonna do a little research on Tyler Henry. So I go into his website, okay, which like, it was weird anyway because I got this notice on my phone that said like, you might not wanna go there because it was like the certificate was late or whatever and it could be, it could have a virus in it or something. I don't know. Maybe it's just my phone, but my computer did the same thing. So I didn't go to his website, okay? I don't know how she books appointments. I don't know how much she costs. I don't know any of that kind of stuff. I do know this. So Teresa Caputo, she's on about a 4-year waiting list. So somebody, could you have her show up at my door like the Publishers Clearinghouse people? So anyway, then I went in there and I'm like researching Tyler Henry from like the last week. Oh, this is rich, okay? Guess who he talked to? Are you ready? Michael fucking Jackson. Yeah. Beat it. So anyway, I'm like sitting there reading this article and let me tell you who he comes through, okay? Who does Michael Jackson come through in a reading for Tyler Henry? LaToya. LaToya Jackson. Well, Tyler, you might not know your Jacksons. I can't believe he knows who Michael Jackson is. I mean, seriously, I cannot believe that he knows who Michael Jackson is. Okay, we're going to get to that with Gigi in a second. But he goes in here, and apparently the show's coming out like this week sometime where he reads LaToya Jackson. I mean, she is weirdo straight from the pit of hell. She is weirdo, okay? And like, listen, don't come for me. The other day I said that about Wendy Williams. All these people were like, don't talk about Wendy Williams. Oh, and then I said that about Celine Dion too. People were like, why do you think Celine Dion is weird? Somebody said the comment in my section, I felt kind of bad after this. They said, Celine's husband and brother died within a month of each other. I'd be a weirdo too if that happened to me. I was like, no, she was a weirdo long before that, okay? And actually, I just watched this video yesterday because I felt kind of bad about old Celine. And it said, like, 5 facts you don't know about Celine Dion. And I started watching these interviews with her, and I was like, yep, I was right. She's a weirdo straight up. I don't need to be a psychic for that. So anyway, don't come for me, okay? But LaToya Jackson, like, those Jacksons, like, they kind of keep her at a distance. Do y'all not know that? Like, if you've been a Jackson fan for a long time, like, her and Janet, they ain't good Judies, okay? Like, seriously, they're not. So the fact that Michael decides to come through for LaToya cracks my shit up. I mean, they weren't even close, right? And then he says in there that it kind of surprised him because Michael came through as kind of really quiet and private. What? Isn't that what we know of Michael Jackson? So anyway, and then I go in there. You can't book an appointment with him, so I don't know how Gigi got this appointment, but it is interesting that the second comment underneath the video that she posted is from E! Entertainment Television saying, we're really glad that you enjoyed Tyler Henry's reading. Isn't that kind of interesting? So anyway, so conspiracy, I don't know. You decide. Is this a little bit of a sponsored video with E! Entertainment, or is Gigi going to end up doing something with them? Who knows? I think it's really interesting, don't you? So anyway, she does this reading, and he immediately starts going in there about how he's like a fan of hers, and he's watched her for years. And I'm like, well, you can't do a reading on somebody that you've known for years. And he goes, well, you know, now I scribble on paper so that like I can like connect with my spirits and get facts. And he goes, now I'm seeing these 2 blue pins, and that represents your brothers. But now, don't you only have one brother? And I'm like, girl, listen now. It didn't take me to have to get YouTube Red for 2 weeks so I could watch This Is Everything to learn every fact in the world that you need to know about Gigi Gorgeous that she puts in there, okay? She loves her family. She's close with both of her brothers. They're both interviewed in the video. Her dad's in there, talks about her mom and the cancer and everything, okay? I feel for the girl. I really do. I love that This Is Everything. I thought that documentary was fantastic. And I got it and I watched it. And he's a super fan of hers. He's watched her for a long time. He goes, you, back in the day, he goes, I learned how to use concealer from you. I was like, oh, that's so uncomfortable to even hear you say that. So anyway, it is what it is. We've all used concealer sometimes in our life. I mean, I haven't had to, but some people do. But anyway, I'm just totally joking. Oh my God, I lost a fan, so I got to get a new fan for that. But anyway, so I'm watching this and I'm like, you're an uber fan of Gigi Gorgeous and you don't know about, he's like, did you have a mother figure that passed away? I'm like, seriously? Like, she talks about it all the time, okay? And then he's like, and you have 2 brothers, and it's so, you guys, it's so uncomfortable. And then it's like, you know, you really want to hear that pivotal moment. Now, if you ever go to a secret, here's a little trick, right? So when you go down the street to Susie Psychic and you pay her $20 to go get a reading, that's a cheap reading, by the way, okay? If they're about $200, that's a really good psychic. But I've gone to $200 psychics and they suck. So anyway, you don't tell them any information. If they ask you a question, like if they say to you, like, did you fail out of 3rd grade? And you failed out of 3rd grade, you don't say yes, right? What they should say is, you failed out of 3rd grade, and you just sit there like this. That's how you know if you got a real psychic or not, all right? Because they'll tell you shit that nobody knows. I've got some facts in my head that I keep just to myself that nobody knows, right? Like my mother, since she passed away in 2008, she's been giving me signs. The first psychic that says to me, this is a sign that your mother has given, I will be like, oh, this is the real deal. And Gigi should have done the same thing. So anyway, I'm watching this, and I'm like, she ain't convinced, okay? She knows this is a good video, and she knows that this is going to bring her some attention because of Tyler Henry, and I don't hate her for it, okay? If tomorrow Tyler Henry wanted to sit on my couch and do a reading with me, and I put it up in a video, oh, yes, ma'am, all day long I would do it. But it was some fakety bullshit. He was so stretching. He didn't say anything about her that we didn't already know. He said some stuff about, it was interesting because he talked in there about, like, her mother saying goodbye, and you could even tell the way that Gigi responded to it. It wasn't how it went down, and she was kind of trying to save the moment, and I was like, how sad is it that Gigi has to save the moment for this pathetic psychic? I knew it when I started watching her. Her mom drives her around, you know, Tyler Henry. Okay, so his mom drives him around in cars to the appointments, or his manager, because he doesn't have a license. Why don't you have a license, girl? You're making more money than God. You ought to go get you a license and a Range Rover and, I don't know, a G-Wagon like Ryland. All those YouTubers, they get real famous and then they buy G-Wagons. Girl, you ought to have you a G-Wagon. You need to have somebody drive you around in it, I don't know. She looks like she's up in a good minivan because I think she's from like somewhere, Salt Lake City or something. I don't know. But I was not convinced with this video. Gigi, don't do that 360 stuff. Oh my God, I don't even drink and I feel hungover today. I think it's from watching that video, that 360. I was like this. I was like, man, this is the closest I'm gonna ever get to being up in Gigi's house. So anyway, do y'all think the same thing? What do you guys think of this video? This is what I would love to see a series of on Gigi's, is I would like to have every psychic. I think Gigi. Jiggy. I used to call her Jiggy because of Lisa Vanderpump's dog Jiggy, but I love Jiggy so much. Don't you love her? But anyway, I think Jiggy's a boy, actually. I think that what she should do is I think she should have readings with every one of these major psychics. They'd all do it because she's got, you know, so many subscribers that would bring them a lot of attention. I think she should do Monica the Medium. I think she should do, why can't I think of that? Is it John Williams? I think that's what his name is. John Williams is the guy that used to do the music for all the movies, like Out of Africa and stuff like that. Who's the guy that I'm thinking of? Brian Williams? No, Brian Wilson's from the, I am dating myself, the Beach Boys. Blinded by the light. But anyway, Monica the Medium, all of them. I think she should do all of those people. Don't you think that would be such an interesting series if Gigi did her psychic series and just have the psychic twins read her? Because everybody believes in them. I want to do a video with those psychic twins. But I think she should have all these major psychics, you know, and have them each do a reading with her. I think that would be a really interesting series on Gigi's channel. So, Gigi, do it. And if you do it, could you just at least give me a shout out and say, I found this YouTuber. He's so flattering to me always. But his name is Peter Monn, and he gave me a great idea. But no, you don't even have to give me a shout out for it, girl. I love you. And you can just go use that idea. I think it's a really cute idea. And if she doesn't do it, somebody should do it. I can't get those people on my channel, or I would do it. I would do it all day long. But I ain't paying $15,000 from no reading of Tyler Henry. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.